Is Galinda really the good witch? Hi everyone, in my previous video I discussed how the wizard from the 2024 movie Wicked exemplifies the 48 laws of power. If you haven't watched Wicked, directed by John Chu, starring Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba and Ariana Grande as Galinda, I highly recommend checking it out. It's a fantastic experience. In this video, we'll dive into how one of the movie's protagonists, Galinda, also known as the Good Witch, embodies the 48 laws of power. We'll be specifically focusing on Law 44, Disarm and Infuriate with the Mirror Effect. The Mirror Effect is a strategy that involves using your opponent's values and desires against them by reflecting those desires back at them. The idea is to create an illusion that you share the same values, goals, or beliefs as your opponent, which helps you establish a connection and gain their trust. Once trust is established, you can subtly manipulate the situation to your advantage, often without your opponent realizing it. Here are the exact steps involved in executing the mirror effect. 1. Mirroring. Observe your opponent carefully to understand their values, beliefs, and desires, then reflect these traits back at them, making them believe you share their thoughts and goals. 2. Disarming. By mirroring your opponent, you create a sense of rapport and camaraderie, effectively disarming them and lowering their guard. This makes them more susceptible to your influence. The third part, infuriating. When done skillfully, the mirror effect can also infuriate your opponents, as they may feel frustrated by your ability to manipulate them while seeming to be on their side. In the movie Wicked, Galinda embodies Law 44 through her interactions with Elphaba. When Elphaba arrives at Shiz University, she's an outcast due to her green skin and introverted nature. Galinda, on the other hand, is popular and admired for her beauty and charm. Despite their differences, Glinda befriends Elphaba and reflects Elphaba's desire for acceptance and friendship. Glinda initially does this out of jealousy, as she's envious of Elphaba's relationship with Madame Morrible. Madame Morrible favors Elphaba for her powers, completely ignoring Galinda and openly questioning her capabilities as a sorceress. By gaining Elphaba's trust, Galinda is able to influence her actions. Galinda employs Law 44 in various ways. First, convincing Elphaba to join her at the Ozdust ballroom as a friend would, although knowing that Elphaba's presence at the ball would create a stir. Giving Elphaba her grandmother's ugly Wicked Witch hat as a friendly gift, knowing that it would further isolate Elphaba among her schoolmates due to her already unfavorable public image caused by her green skin. Galinda convinces Bode to take Nessarose to the school ball, knowing that Bode has a crush on her and would do anything for her approval. She tells him that she would love any guy that would perform such a kind act. Galinda's motives for this could be seen as multi-layered. 1. She feels sorry for Nessarose and her condition. 2. She wants Nessarose to witness Elphaba's potential embarrassment. 3. She wants to appear as a good person, i.e. a good witch, to Elphaba. After all, her kind act causes Nessarose, who is Elphaba's sister, to praise Galinda to Elphaba, which later leads Elphaba to convince Madame Morrible to let Galinda attend their special sorcery classes, something Galinda desired greatly. Galinda's seemingly good act also improves her image in Fiyero's eyes, who is someone that she has a crush on, someone that she wants to be with, further solidifying her image as the good witch. So later on, we get to see that Elphaba comes to the ball. Her classmates are shocked by the way she looks. She puts on Galinda's hat that was a gift to her, the hard hat. Nessarose also comes to the ball as Bode had invited her, so Nessa also gets to witness everybody being mean to Elphaba, basically, based on the way she looks. Galinda feels bad after, I guess, and kind of resolves the whole situation, but the intent was to embarrass Elphaba, and she succeeded in it. Another way that Glinda employs Law 44 is when Elphaba is about to leave on the train platform to meet the Wizard of Oz. She expresses her distress about how the animals are being captured, including Dr. Dilliman. Fiyero also appears upset by this. Galinda reads the room, thinks quickly, and then announces that she will no longer be referred to as Galinda, but Glinda, since that's how Dr. Dilliman, who is an animal, often mispronounced her name, and addressed her. So this is how she mirrors the feelings of those around her. We know that Glinda doesn't actually care about any of these animals or what's happening to the animals, as it's evidenced by her later actions when she tells Elphaba to apologize to the wizard, which we'll get onto later, but rather she's mirroring the feelings of those she wants to be in good standing with, which is Fiyero, her love interest, who has been acting indifferent towards her, and possibly even Elphaba, her friend. We get to see Galinda utilize Law 44 a lot in the final parts of the movie. When Elphaba rejects the wizard's offer to join his team and mission, knowing that it will negatively affect the animals of Oz, she flees from the wizard, his soldier, and Madame Morrible. Galinda chases after Elphaba, suggesting that Elphaba is making a big mistake and should come back and apologize to the wizard. In Defying Gravity, Galinda sings, "I hope you're happy, how you've hurt your cause forever." To which Elphaba replies, "I hope you're proud, how you would grovel to submission to feed your own ambitions." That interaction showcases the infuriate aspect of the mirror effect, as Galinda's actions demonstrate how she mirrors the values and desires of those who can further her ambition. Elphaba 1 minute and the Wizard of Oz and Madame Morrible the next. Elphaba goes on to plead with Galinda to join her in Defying Gravity, singing, "Galinda, come with me. Think of what we could do together if we work in tandem. There's no fight that we cannot win." Glinda, mirroring Elphaba's beliefs and desire, joins her in singing, "With you and I, defying gravity. They'll never bring us down." However, ultimately, Galinda does not join Elphaba when she asks, "Well, are you coming?" One could argue that in the movie, the guards caught Galinda before she could leap out of the tower with Elphaba. Nevertheless, at the end of the scene, we also see Galinda quickly embracing Madame Morrible, who had just spread lies about her friend Elphaba. This indicates that Galinda's priorities lie more in aligning herself with power and authority rather than genuine friendship. Finally, if we head back to the beginning of the movie, we can see in the opening scenes, the Munchkins are celebrating the death of the Wicked Witch, and Galinda appears to celebrate with them, although there's a hint of sadness in her eyes as she announced since the news about her friend. She does not show it much and instead seems to share the same sentiments as the people of Munchkin Land who are celebrating the witch's death. When a woman in the crowd confronts her and asks if Elphaba, the Wicked Witch, was her friend in school, Glinda hesitates to answer and then presents Elphaba as someone she merely knew in school rather than a close friend. This scene exemplifies Law 44, as Galinda's actions demonstrates her ability to mirror the emotions and values of those around her to maintain her position of influence and good standing. Just like air, Galinda's sentiments shift according to what will benefit her the most in any given situation, ensuring that she remains in a favorable position with those who hold power and influence, making her the quintessential example of Law 44 of the 48 Laws of Power. So do you know anyone in your life that displays this trait? Have you seen politicians use it? If you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Bye.